Redvee TV Instant Fan Reaction supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2022 season following St Helens 24 points to 12 victory here on Easter Monday. It's what Easter's all about, isn't it, lads? Smashing Wigan on Good Friday.
Absolutely.
And then winning ugly by any means necessary on Easter Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody said, and we spoke to quite a few people coming out there and they're all saying the same thing, that after Friday, very, very tired performance on Friday. Sorry, they're going to be tired, aren't they? So yeah.
Oh, you said pound of pie.
You got to give credit to him, and strength in depth. I thought Lussick was great in terms of his service. I've been saying, I know Steve mentioned just before about his kicking game, but his service, considering, Roby at 7 and to Lussick, there's a couple of tries just straight off his service there, right in his hands, speed. You can't argue with that at all, really.
Yeah, obviously Lewis Dodd missing today, potentially going to be out long term. As a short-term fix, we've just moved James Roby into 7. Seems to find a little burst of pace. Rolling back the years.
I was laughing with Dave there, just saying, I bet, after like 10 minutes, Robes is there thinking, well, hell, this scrum half malark is a walk in the park.
Easy.
But the guy's just like he can step in anywhere, can't he, at the halves and do a job, and that's what I wanted today. And I have to say, we were saying as well, Huddersfield, you've got to credit him. They've got no frills, but in terms of professionalism and the way they go about the game, did they justify the position? And it was a tough day for Saints, and they've just done a workmanlike performance, haven't they?
I think the credit to us goes to our defence today. They scored off a knockdown, and one try where Jack Welby tried to take it out of his own in goal, threw a daft pass, Siranen jumped over the ball, and they had an extra man. Great answer to the corner. Good finish by the kid from Leeds, Golding.
Yeah,
Golding got the first one, and then the second one was just a long pass, knocked down onto the floor, and he went 80 yards. Other than that, I thought we were very, very, very good.
You'll take that.
What was there a little bit at times we were just trying to force it when we didn't necessarily need to?
I think again.
Or just maybe little tired options in attack at times.
I was just about to say, I think. A couple of people around me accuse Welby of a few mistakes, but at the same time, you've got to consider how much time Welby's on the ball compared to everybody else. It averages out that he made one mistake. There was one mistake where he took it out of his in goal and ended up getting tackled in such. But I struck that off. That's not a mistake. He's trying to get out of his own goal in a very tight space. And then there was one other error. But other than that, he's on the ball so much and he does so much good stuff that it discounts it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so
I think if you look at these two fixtures that we've just come through, look at these 3 weeks ago. These were second and third.
Swap hands.
Swap. these were second and third. So you take, one try against Wigan and 2 tries against these, 2 wins. Probably rest up a few against Cass, and then go for Salford in the semi-final.
Yeah.
No. Not playing Salford, playing Wigan.
No, we played Castleford, then Salford.
Yeah, I thought you said play rest of Salford and the semi-final. Okay.
Cass, then Salford, and then Wigan.
Jake Wingfield starts today at loose forward. Comes off after half an hour. James Bell comes on and backs up his performance from Good Friday, and you couldn't get him back on the field because Bell's feet, he adds something else, doesn't he?
He's one of them people who, after like 2 games, you're thinking, just give him more ball. Give him more ball. He's relatively slight in comparison to some of the other forwards, but pound for pound, absolutely fantastic.
He's a great option at 13.
And also, in the loose, when we haven't got the ball, his defence, when he's not one-on-one with his own defender, he's second in and he's making the difference. Fantastic. Also, we were saying coming out, being ultra critical, I'd like to see Hurrell get the ball slightly earlier on a couple of occasions. Sometimes, I'm not going to criticise Johnny Lomax, but I'd like to see him get a little bit more earlier ball, because every time he gets the ball, if he's not making yards or making a break, he's doing so much damage that, especially when people are tired after coming on the back of Wigan, I'd like to see Hurrell, and if he's playing against Castleford, I think give him a bit more ball, just a bit more ball.
And to be fair, credit to Conrad, he did go over and apologise to the fella that he folded in the first half.
I thought he should have carried on as we were on the attack, but it was good to see he was so charitable.
I thought he'd killed him. Just screaming at him to get back in position.
I think we spoke about it in the preview show with Kev. Our strength and conditioning is what is getting us through games. But yeah, strength and conditioning once again got us through that game, and it's the last 15-20 minutes where we shone through, and the likes of Joe Batchelor, he's an absolute machine.
He's come on leaps and bounds, hasn't he, the last 18 months. He's playing that well. I don't think we're missing James Bentley, and I thought we would.
And also, when you think about people on the sides like Matautia, somebody else who we're missing, and people like that, like Batchelor, like James Bell, who are stepping up, Sirenen as well. I think all in all, just generally the balance in the team makes the difference, doesn't it? I mean, you got shrewd coaching, you got shrewd recruitment, and all in all, people who are coming in, they're not missing a beat at the moment. And then you think about the players who are out, you think flipping heck, like I say, the performances, regardless of the personnel, are all of a standard that's always slightly better than the other. We're like years ahead of everyone else, basically. And
I think we spoke about that on the car coming up. You just get the feeling Saints have got enough just good players in the squad where your quality gets you through, especially when combine that with the hard work.
Yeah.
I would say I think we've got about 25 that can do a job. 25.
You know what frightens me?
Scary.
What frightens me the most is, and I've said to you this before, going back to like the 90s and I always thought the Wiganers were big-headed in terms of they were all like, we're the best, but actually I'm stood here today and I'm like, through gritted teeth, I'm going, but we are strategic, like from a game plan point of view, we're just better. From a fitness point of view, from a conditioning point, we're better. And for the first, on Friday, we're saying to family and friends, when you think back to the 90s and the at Central Park, we always had a great first 20 minutes, but you always got that feeling that Wigan were going to win. And it was a total role reversal on Friday. You always got that feeling. We're just better. So it is big-headed. It might be overconfident.
But it's not just good players. It's not just having a good coach. It's a good, well-run club from absolute top to bottom.
Yeah.
The right people are in the right positions, and that eventually translates to this squad on the field, which very soon we may be having the debate of whether this is Saints' best ever team.
Yeah, different generations in it, I suppose. But look, at the end of the day, trophies.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I said that to my little lad there. He's 6, and he's saying to me, "Daddy." He's saying like the Saints always win. I was like, oh my God, let's have a conversation. Get
the old VCRs out.
Well, that's it, because it's never going to be like this all the time. So you're right, Steve. Enjoy it while it's on. But trophies on the sideboard, innit? And if we can get 4 and we can get a Challenge Cup on the sideboard, that's regardless of the way we play from one generation to the next. If you've got the cups on the sideboard, that's what tells you which teams was the best. So.
We alluded to it earlier. Obviously, Roby's short-term fix.
Yeah.
Roby's short-term fix in the halves. We probably have to look towards that semi-final in the next couple of weeks. Do we continue with Roby alongside Lomax? Or have we got 2 weeks now before maybe we play Salford, and that's where you train now and work out what you're going to do.
I think the Salford game will tell us what we're going to do against Wigan.
Yeah. That's a tough question. That's an interesting question, that, Dave.
It's a tricky one.
Because I tell you why.
Is Grace going to be fit?
Listen, does a lot depend on fitness. If Will Hopoate gets fit, is he the easy option to move to play fullback and leave everybody else where they are?
Would you put Wellesby and Lomax in the halves against Wigan? Or
yes.
Would you keep Roby? Because I think tactically, Robes and Lomax at 7 and 6. Would that be would that be something that Wigan could play on? I don't know.
Do you potentially go short term to the Wigan game, and then after the semi-final, look what you're going to do potentially long term for the rest of the season?
This might come back to bite me, but whichever way we go, I think we can beat Wigan.
You're taking the words out. I was just thinking the same thing. I didn't want to say it, but you've said it.
There you go. That's me. Come for me.
And he's not had a drink today either, as you can tell, because there's been no foul language. Right. That's probably one we're really probably going to forget by the time we get home.
What, today?
Yeah. For me, that's scratch the win on the sheet. We've done the job we needed to.
Defensively, that's as good as we've been all season.
And I'll say it again. Credit to Huddersfield, because it made a game of it. At half time, it's close. I was saying to these lot, it could be. You don't want runaway games. You want to turn up and pay your money and see a game, and we've seen a game today. And although Huddersfield haven't got any superstars, they're well drilled. Watson's a good coach.
I say all fans.
What?
All fans. They should
Well,
have made it a pound for adults as well.
They spent 20 grand on fireworks so they can tell the town that there's a game on.
Can I just point out that the fireworks went up in the forest up the top? I thought they were going to cause a forest fire.
It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway,
Barbie.
yeah, no, good game, good performance. Roll on Friday night, and let's see apparently how the young guns get on. Because again, that's what you want to see. You want to see them get a chance and play their way into the match.
You're letting the cat out the bag there.
I'm only telling what I'm on. I've got no inside.
Talk of the terrace.
Just what everyone else is
Talk
saying.
of the terrace,
Yeah.
Might surprise us and just go full strength again, just wallop someone else.
As long as Connie plays, he's my new favourite now. Give him the ball.
Well, he's got to be someone's favourite because he isn't Kev's currently.
No.
Is he, Kev? If you're watching. Right. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll catch you at Weldon Road on Friday night. Catch you soon.